All right. BTS. I'm gonna feel so betrayed if it's not on Spotify. All right. We're gonna listen to the full songs and then we can talk about them like once the song's played. That way, we'll watch 5 ads. Don't worry. That way, I don't just yap through the whole song. We'll switch over to this screen. All right. So this is the first song, "Body to Body."
I need, I need, I need,
What you need, Twan?
I need,
What you need?
I need, I need.
I need the whole steady in the trunk. Put your phone down, let's get out the front. I got my eyes on the row in the front. The vibe is high, feet big blunt. The vibe is high, let the builder. Big deal from everywhere to Korea. 총각기보다 좀 길어. 인생은 짧은 중간의 people. It's speaking of real life. 말치면 따져 내려나게 하지 마. I've been 좀더 가까이 와 skin to skin.
I need somebody to body all of your body beside me. 다르게 손에 손 너무나 way on and on. Yeah, sunrise but we don't go home. Somebody like you.
Thank you for the follow.
Somebody like you. Oh, somebody like you. Somebody like you. Somebody like. Everybody like you. It's so tight. I mean, no way side. I mean, 우리만의 그 style. I mean, we living the life. 두 눈을 감지 않은 내 밤. 솟구치는 결의 맘. Be a body, be a body, be a body. You could see a body, or you read about it. I need somebody to body all of your body beside me. Somebody like you, somebody like you.
Yeah, we are.
Somebody like you, somebody like you, somebody like everybody like you, somebody like you, oh, somebody like you, somebody like you, somebody like everybody like you.
Did y'all get an ad? Hold on. Let me go to my stream manager. My bad. My bad. My bad. Can I turn them off entirely? Monetization, ads. I have it at, all right. It's gonna run 30 seconds of ads every hour. That's as low as it'll let me save it. And let me just turn ads manager. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I just turned ad manager off. No, enable ad manager automatic. Oh wait, no, that doesn't do anything. Okay, I just have it set as low as it can. Let me know when the ads are done, and we'll go back to the song. What do you guys think of the song so far? Do y'all have Jeeps and hotels? Do y'all have the Jeeps and the hotels? Oh, okay. Okay, they're over. Let's finish out the last what? 30 seconds.
I need the whole city in the trunk. Put your phone down, let's get on the phone. You at the side, the big and front.
That was dope. I thought it was solid. That was like really like a first impression of them for me because I've heard a couple, like I've heard the big songs like Dynamite and stuff. But I mean for an intro I really liked it. I liked like the bongos as they were coming in towards the end. Oh, that was really cool. Yeah, no, that was a solid intro. I feel like I haven't listened to them in like 4 years because their music changed drastically. Oh, really? So far I'm like what I'm hearing. This is what 16 songs, and they have a music video which we're able to watch straight through here, which I'm hype about. But all right, let's get into the next song, Hooligan.
Watch this beat go, we hooligan. We pop out, we acting a fool again. Hooligan. Watch this beat go, we hooligan.
Why this baseline slapping so rude? Dropping lower than drop the screw.
Hooligan. Watch this beat going hooligan.
Man, I'm about to blow fuse. 동제 볼록 머리춤. 뛰어 미친 노인들. Me everywhere, Ursu. Somebody move. 다들 모여 하나 둘. I can never ever choose. Every one of you amuse. Crowd looking like a campus. Beat drop, we dancing.
Watch this beat going hooligan. We pop out, we acting a fool again. Hooligan. Watch this beat going hooligan.
Why this baseline slapping so rude? Dropping lower than drop the screw.
Hooligan. Watch this beat go, we hooligan. I go cool, crazy, logo, say me. Like it cool, 굳이 말 안 해도 알잖아. Hooligan like hooligan. 때려 부셔 like hooligan. 시간 됐으니 좀 비켜좀 멀컬리. 이상모.
Take you out. What's the future? What's the now? This is international. Make it unforgettable.
Watch this beat going hooligan. We pop out, we acting a fool again. Hooligan. Watch this beat going hooligan.
Yeah, we the mess, gonna get a bigger mop here. This a cake, gotta get a better pop here. You gon' hear this one playing round the clock, yeah. Round the clock.
Why this baseline slapping so rude? Dropping lower than drop the screw.
Hooligan. Watch this beat going hooligan.
Why this baseline slapping so rude? Dropping lower than drop the screw.
Hooligan. Watch this beat going hooligan.
What'd y'all think of that one? That was dope. I know it's really early, but I think that's gonna be like one of my top 3 songs on the album. I really like that one. Like the grittiness on the hook was really dope. I like that they it switched up a good bit throughout the song, but throughout it, I'm looking on Apple Music. They've only dropped now. It's 4 songs from the album are out right now. It says it's like songs 4, 8, 9, 15, and 16, which is funny. But not gonna lie, I'm adding that to my playlist. Yeah, dude, I really like that song. That was I think that's gonna be one of my favorites on the album, honestly. But we'll get into the next one, Aliens. Oh, I didn't expect. Oh, Mike Will made it.
지루하고 따분해 모든 게 시간은 참 빨라 틱탁 스타일을 힙합 돈에 침을 들고
I might have spoke a little early about my top 3 low key.
고민해 샘없어 here 지루하고 따분해 모든 게 시간은 참 빨라 틱탁 스타일을 힙합 돈에 침을 들고 고민해 태생부터 다른 세븐 aliens 우리 부러워하는 저 civilians 굳이 설명하기 힙합 스타일을 힙합 돈에 침을 들고 고민해 Hello dear new honey 바퀴 흔들어준 morning Oh my god do I look too funny 어쩔래 just move for me yeah move for me
From the ghetto to the hot, 우리 배운 날, yeah we aliens. If you wanna hit my house, 좀 빠른 벗어나, yeah we aliens. 좀 그래 shameless,
Yeah 이래 차를 we
aliens. 해는 동쪽에서 rising, aliens, aliens. 너는 더 빠르게
let me honey talk about the business. Everybody know now where the cake is. 어디까지 가니 이런 제길 저주하니 아직 흉측대길 빠른 기구생님 tell me how you feel. 영원 또 나밖에 못해봐 that is how we kill. 눈만 더 허벌하게 큰 너희가 말하길. Are they for real? For real?
Hello dear, new honey. 박수쳐 흔들어준 머리. Oh my god, do I look too funny? 뭐 어쩔래, just move for me, yeah, move for me.
From the ghetto to the high, 우리 보고 배운 나의 we aliens. If you wanna hit my house, 신발은 벗어나, yeah, we aliens. 어쩜 그래, shameless. Yeah, 이래처럼 we aliens. 해는 동쪽에서 rising, aliens, aliens.
Every day, 모두 everybody get. 매일 밤새워 day. Yeah, we're living that.
Aliens, aliens.
모두 everybody get. 시대가 원해. Yeah, we're living that.
Aliens, aliens.
Yeah, we 내 노래. And stand on it. 지금 무대 stand on it. Stand on it. Stand on it. Yeah, we 내 노래. And stand on it. 지금 무대 stand on it. Stand on it. Stand on it.
Alright, I was liking it a lot better in the beginning, honestly, than in the towards the second half. I didn't like how they went from rapping to like the high notes. I feel like that's when they started to lose me a little bit on that one. But I mean, it's not a bad record per se, but it's just, I don't know. I kind of like fell out of it a little bit towards the end. But that was, I mean, it wasn't I wouldn't say it was bad. We're gonna switch over back to Apple Music now that it's out on Apple Music because I don't want to get an ad. So next one is FYA. Let me check TikTok and make sure it was
Everything lit is fire. Everything big is fire. Everything lit is fire. Everything big is fire. She wanna dance on fire. Everything gas is fire. Oh, 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 I see what you're saying. Everything lit is fire. Everything big is fire. Everything lit is fire. Everything big is fire. She wanna dance on fire. Everything gas is fire. No one's getting too close, too close, too far. Give me that gasoline. Give me that make me feel. Give me that make me sweat. Something I can't forget. Burning out with my slime. Reading the flame go wild. It's still under the grid. Club go psycho. Might take you viral. I go full thriller tonight. Club go crazy like sweetie baby. Hit me with it one more time. Everything lit is fire. Everything big is fire. Everything lit is fire. Everything big is fire. She wanna dance on fire. Yeah, everything gas is fire. Don't stand too close, too close, too fire. It's fire. It's fire. 뜨거워 바이빙 완전 아주 뜨거워. 무서워 한겨울에도 엉들 필요 없어. Raging 확 돌아 춤을 춰. 쭈벽 괴로워. 말 고민해 깎여들어 번지거들어. We go right now. Club go psycho might take you viral. I go for thriller tonight. Club go crazy like Britney baby. Hit me with it one more time. Everything lit is fire. Everything big is fire. Everything lit is fire. Everything big is fire. She wanna dance on fire. Everything gas is fire. Don't stand too close, too fire. It's fire. Everything lit is fire. Everything big is fire. Everything lit is fire. Everything big is fire. She wanna dance on fire. Yeah, everything gas is fire. Don't stand too close, too close.
That was dope. That and Hooligan are up there as my two top favorites right now. That was definitely like I'm trying to hear that when I'm going out. That's a definitely that's gonna go crazy in the clubs. That's definitely gonna go crazy. That was really good. I got nothing bad to say about that song. That was a solid record. Yeah, Apple Music is crashing, dude. I bet everybody's flocking to this album right now. All right, we're gonna go to number 29, the next song. I'll mute myself so I don't yap over it on accident. What happened? Number 29 is more like background music. What? There's no music. This is just like silence. Okay, white noise. It's not even white noise. There's no. This is just muted. I swear, I don't have it paused. By the way, if you're over on TikTok, this is the audio record. This is a DIY kit. We make the music. Oh, it's like one of those make it at home kits. Okay, okay, okay. Does anybody know drums? Yeah, I mean we got 35 seconds. I don't want to, something might surprise and they might like just start in the last like 10 seconds. So I feel like it would be kind of rude to skip it, but we got 25 seconds left. Yeah, this is an interesting one. This one's definitely one of the more creative ones. I don't think I've actually ever heard any artist do something like this before. So, props for creativity. Did they accidentally release this one? It would be funny if one of them like coughs at the last second. But number 29, definitely. I'm never. It's not. I wouldn't say it's good or bad. It's very. It exists. That's what I would say. But yeah, we're gonna get to the next one, Merry Go Round. This one sounded like it actually had an instrumental on it, so that'll be dope.
I wish that I could tell you that it's over. I wish that I could walk away from pain. My life is like a broken roller coaster, but maybe I'm the only one to blame. I can't get out this merry-go-round. It spins me around. I do my best, but I can't slow down this merry-go-round. I can't get off this ride. I can't get off this ride. This happens every time. 어른이 된 것 같은 기분이지만 고민은 뭐 여전하지. 매일 같은 일상 속 회전목 하나씩 바뀌나 매일 한 가지. 답이 없는 질문 미궁 속에서의 질주. 다들 괜찮은 척하며 웃고 있지 모두 다. I wish that I could tell you that it's over. I wish that I could walk away from pain. My life is like a broken roller coaster, but maybe I'm the only one to blame. Spinning up, down, just round and round. I'm falling apart, still bound to the ground. 멈출 수 없는 구의 손에 동심이 소리치잖아. 원 없이 타올 만큼 탔으니 please take me out.
침대는 날권 My bed is my coffin 어쩜 이 세상은 거대한 caffeine 내 죽으러 갈 꿈을 꿀 수 없는 멈출 수 없는 춤을 춰왔잖아 생각하지 말잔 생각을 했나 빙글 또 빙글 행복하니 어서 죽을까지
What did y'all think of that one? That was fire, dude. I like the high notes they were hitting in the beginning. Overall, just like the slower vibe of it. I felt like it was a really good vibe. Yeah, that was one of the so far one of my, I would say it's in my top. It would make my top 3 if the album ended right there. But for those of y'all on TikTok, I have some sources really close to BTS that just informed me. They just phoned in. And they said that number 29 was supposed to be an instrumental and it was a mistake apparently, but you know that person's been fired and you know, put under arrest. You know, they've been turned into the authorities, so they're gonna get that taken care of, and we can spin back at the end of the album. But yeah, no, that's a that's an embarrassing mistake, low key, because dude, I would be so mad if this is my album and then it's like, what do you mean one of the files is empty? Like that's crazy. But Merry Go Round was definitely dope. That's one that's going on my playlist. The next song is Normal.
Can't proceed, dopamine, chemical induced fantasy and fame, yet the things we choose. Show me hate, show me love, make me bulletproof. Yeah, we call this shit normal. Run away, out of sight, don't know what I want. Wish I had a minute just to turn me off. Kerosene, dopamine, what I gotta do? Yeah, we call this shit normal. Habits the head, you chasing trail. We'll color me red, we'll color me blue. Two sides of a coin and they both ain't true. It's different for me, it's different for you. Got me feeling things unusual, and I live in more. Got me and my feelings ever on this wall, and my knees is kerosene, dopamine, chemical induced fantasy and fame, yet the things we choose. Show me hate, show me love, make me bulletproof. Yeah, we call this shit normal. Run away, out of sight, don't know what I want. Wish I had a minute just to turn me off. Kerosene, dopamine, what I gotta do? Yeah, we call this shit normal. How I'm supposed to feel? Used to think that I was built to the hard metal still. Now I understand the truth, some pain don't heal. If everything's just happy, that ain't real. That ain't real. I've read everything I like 1,000 times. Normal and special, they are just some lies. One deep side that it slips away, fades away. What I try to keep, never want to stay.
Run away, pushing me, pulling me. Said you wanted all of me, but what is even all of me? Suddenly, part of me is hurting me. Heard the things they calling me. What the hell you want from me? Got me feeling things unusual, and I live in more.
Got me and my feelings ever on this wall, and my knees is kerosene, dopamine, chemical induced fantasy and fame, yet the things we choose.
Show me hate, show me love, make me bulletproof. Yeah, we call this shit normal.
Run away, out of sight, don't know what I want. Wish I had a minute just to turn me off. Kerosene, dopamine, what I gotta do? Yeah, we call this shit normal. Know we call this shit normal. Know we call this shit normal. Yeah, know we call this shit normal.
That was a cool record. It was a little it was leaning into like more of like a generic pop sound. I feel like more of like a commercial song. Definitely like so far. I mean, my only real criticism on the album so far is I don't know their back catalog, but it is very like commercial pop type. I don't know if they like are more versatile going into different sounds, but like it seems like they're playing a very safe route with the production and their singing. Yeah, I noticed some people are saying that they've only been singing in English really, which is kind of crazy. I don't know. I don't know if that's how. I mean, if that's their track record, if they like tend to sing in English like a majority of their songs. But I mean, so far the songs have been solid. This one's just kind of gives me like just generic pop. But like Animals is the next song.
힘을 열다 wanna let you in. So you try to solve mess I'm walking bring my own dirt. We can go all night. Don't you close your eyes. Don't you feel the light? If you wanna be animals, baby, we can be animals. Heed this light till your heart is full. If you want, you can have it all. 6 feet down inside, there's creatures that play the heart. To speak about in your place, there's beauty outside control. Oh, we could go all night. We could go all night. Let's go all night. All night. If you wanna be animals, baby, we can be animals.
Liz, for you asking how I have access to the album, is because I'm close friends with them. We're actually on a first name basis.
Let's go all
Sorry.
all night. If you wanna be animals, baby, we can be animals. Eat this life till your heart is full. If you want, you can have it all.
Got you in a while, summer so far. With your closure and the flames out. Now you see a whole lane full of animals. None of us are tameable, none of us are tameable.
If you wanna be animals, baby, we can be animals. Heed this light till your heart is full. If you want, you can have it
That was another cool slow record. I feel like there was a little more emotion in that one. So I mean, I don't know. I liked it. It was a little bit more raw in a sense. It just felt like a little more vulnerable. Somebody in the Twitch chat did mention a good point. I feel like or yeah, they gained a lot of new international audience over the last 2 years. So this is probably like a lot of people's first impression of a new project by them. So it seems like they definitely might be trying to just go the safe route and try to appeal to like the international audience and more of a Western audience for this project. But I don't know. I feel like at the same time, it's like a double edged sword because if you know you have so many people looking at you for a new project, it would be cool to do something that's like very based in your roots to sort of spread that portion of the music farther rather than conform to like a generic pop sound. But I don't know. I like Animals. It was a lot of emotion. It was a very raw record. The next one is They Don't Know About Us.
They don't know about us, how your voice can calm the sea. They don't
I can show you love, I can show you. If you wanna know me, what can I do for you? 대체 뭐가 달랐냐고 자꾸 물어. 나는 대답해, 나도 몰라. Everybody hear the story that they wanna. 쟤는 네가 때문에 됐어, 내가 맞아. We're just big boys, 아까운 놈. 그냥 먹기 싸지, just shut up, shut up.
Hold up, tryna take a bubble bath, babe. Do the math and go, just say what you say. Oh, it's hard, then we cannot explain. Every time we're tryna explain, we find
They don't know about us, they don't know about us. They don't know about us, they don't know about us. They don't know about us, they don't know about us. They don't know about us, they don't know about us.
yeah.
Damn, ooh, damn right, ooh, damn right, yeah. Damn, ooh, damn right, ooh, damn right, yeah. Damn, ooh, damn right, ooh, damn right, yeah. Damn, ooh, damn right, ooh, damn right.
I can show you love, I can show you. If you wanna know me, what can I do for you? 대체 뭐가 달랐냐고 자꾸 물어. 나는 대답해, 나도 몰라.
They don't
항상 쉬운 길만 찾기 바빠 괜시 오지랖들은 태평양쯤 baby 알기 쉽게 설명해줄까 baby 몰라 도대 뭘더 굳이
걘 특별해 에이션 중에 아예 영선 존재 Too hard to break we can't relate 그냥 사람 일곱인데 you said we changed We feel the same shit
They don't know about us, they don't know about us. They don't know about us, they don't know about us. They don't know about us, they don't know about us. They don't know about us, they don't know about us.
Yeah Damn, ooh, damn right, ooh, damn right, yeah Damn, ooh, damn right, ooh, damn right, yeah Damn, ooh, damn right, ooh, damn right, yeah Damn, ooh, damn right, ooh, damn right
That's how your voice can calm the sea.
The production on that one was tough. I saw the TikTok chats a little like split on that one. I think that one was tough. I liked it. I really like the hook on that. I really like the hook is really catchy. That's one of those records I think that's one that'll stick on the album. I think that's probably one that's gonna do a little better just because that hook is so catchy that can really get stuck in your head. So I think that's probably gonna be like one of their higher charting songs, low key. This next song is One More Night, and I mean this album's moving pretty quick. We got 3 songs after that. Real quick, out of 10, how are you guys feeling on the album so far? Out of 10.
언젠가 너로 만나 한참을 울게 되게 지난 그 골목길에 서 있었어 Falling back to me I feel you back to me 두려운 건 벌써 슬픈 건 너무 닮아버린 그림자
24 hours in the top 24 hours of your thoughts easy don't wake me up 꿈이 바뀌기 싫어 It's a fantasy It's a fantasy You're my fantasy Let's repeat it one more night Give me one more night Give me one more fantasy
이번엔 왼쪽은 like cloud9 어제와 기도 side by side 이런 변화에 나도 놀라 존재 자체로 선물이야 너와 함께가 낫지 머리 없어도 다 굳이 난 말게 누구한테만 익혀져
24 hours in the top 24 hours of your thoughts easy don't wake me up 꿈이면 깨기 싫어 fantasy It's a fantasy It's a fantasy You're my fantasy Let's repeat it one more night Give me one more night Give me one more fantasy Falling
저 어둠을 깨서 Yeah yeah 단한 번만 더 볼 수 있다면 새벽을 지나 Hit it hit it do it again
24 hours spend the time 24 hours of your thumb see don't wake me up 꾸미면 깨기 싫어 Fantasy It's a fantasy It's a fantasy You're my fantasy
Let's repeat it one more night Give me one more night Give me one more fantasy Close your eyes tell me what you see Baby I give it to you no lie Every night is our fantasy Baby I keep it right every time yeah.
Production wise, that was another cool one, but that was a I'd say that was another very safe record. That was definitely like a very like a commercially viable one. But I mean, it wasn't bad. It just sounded like you can swap out a lot of like mainstream artists on a record like that, and I feel like they would sound pretty similarly. Like it wasn't anything crazy. It didn't sound like anything really unique to me, honestly. But I mean, it wasn't a bad record. I just, you know. And then I saw the ratings from the chats on TikTok. Like a lot of the lowest ratings I saw were like 5 or 6. It didn't seem like anybody was like crazy hating number wise. It just seems like more disappointment than anything what I'm seeing from the TikTok chat. But I mean, I don't know. So far the album is definitely sounding solid. It's just some of these records are a little bit like, you know, safer bets. I think the first like songs like Hooligan was I think if they sticked a little bit more on that route, I feel like, you know, I would have gotten I don't know. I like right now I'm at like a 7 out of 10, but I felt like a couple more records like Hooligan, I probably would have been at like an 8, 8.5 so far. But we got 3 more records to get through.
If you wanna, I'll do the thing for you. If you wanna, baby, oh please. 세상이 우리 갈라놓을 때, baby, oh please. 한 걸음 더 다가설게. I'm on my knees. 함께해줘 나의 worst day. 널 더 세게 안을게 right now. Even hell, I'm down. All I want is you.
네가 있는 곳이라면 나 따라가리 가시 바뀔 줄만 나 쉽게 줄여봤지 세상은 말야 항상 우리 사이 맞지 결국엔 우린 돌고 돌아서 제자리
You want me just all day, all night. Hold me from the front, back, left, right. I need you like only on mine. Oh, you got me,
Baby,
like
oh please. 세상이 우리 갈라놓을 때, baby, oh please. 한 걸음 더 다가설게. I'm on my knees. 함께해줘 나의 worst day. 널 더 세게 안을게 right now. Even hell, I'm down. All I want is you. If you wanna, I'll do the thing for you. If you wanna, I'll do a thing for you. If you wanna, I'll do the thing for you. If you wanna, I'll do a thing.
난 기분을 느꼈다면 너에게 오지 반해잔이 넘치니 come and get a set Yeah 영원하면 영원히 서로 영원히 그대 안에 기다려 baby please
you want me just all day, all night. Hold me from the front, back, left, right. I need you like only on mine. Oh, you got me,
Baby,
like
oh please. 세상이 우리 갈라놓을 때, baby, oh please. 한 걸음 더 다가설게. I'm on my knees. 함께해줘 나의 worst day. 널 더 세게 안을게 right now. Even hell, I'm down. All I want is you. If you wanna, I'll do the thing for you. If you wanna, I'll do a thing for you. If you wanna.
All right, this is the first one I'm gonna be a little more critical on. I say this with the most respect. I feel like you can switch the BTS with a BTR, and it would have sounded exactly the same. I don't know, especially that hook. Like it sounded very like I don't know, like corny boy band sound. Like it gave me like Big Time Rush vibes on the hook, and I don't know. That one I couldn't get behind too much. I'm not gonna lie, but that's just me. I mean, some of y'all say y'all like it. That might be your taste, but I mean, it wasn't like a terrible record. I'm not trying to say I'm hating, but I feel like it was a little A little more generic than I would have liked, in my opinion. But the next record's Into the Sun. That's the only one I'd say like I'm hating on so far. The other records, I mean, were pretty solid.
Baby, you remind me I want someone like you. Fires are never dying.
This sounds like there's a hidden Luke Combs feature on here.
Baby, you remind me I want someone like you. Fires are never dying. I want someone like you. Nobody knows me, honey. No one like you. Ooh. If you wanna go there, I'm ready to be with you. No, you're cold. I run dark days and find the sun. I don't care how far, just wait. Baby, what you want? Baby, what you need? Tell me how you feel. Every night I'm thinking of 해질 때의 바람, 해들 때의 온도. 네가 느껴야 할 저녁부터 아침의 별. 이른 너의 걸 좀 이른 어둠의 문턱. 눈동이 뜰 때까지 널 지키며 into the sun. 24, 24 7 feel like 24 태양을 향해 뛰어도 가까워지진 않아도. Oh no, don't be afraid. 기억해 그저 잠시 보는 것. 어두운 밤을 지나 아침이 오는 건 아침에 눈을 뜨 into the sun. You're cold. I run dark days and find the sun. I don't care how far, just wait.
겨누때 시간 부서진 짐승들의 나침반. 우리들의 피난 소란들과 미련 앞 숨쉬며 반항하는 인간. 난 집에 가고파. 네가 있는 곳 불이 뜨고 별 지는 곳 불을 건네 조이 금속. 넌 멋지고 다른 아마 뜨지 않을 거야 오늘.
And if we run out of time, I'll chase the feeling, never too far behind.
You're cold. I run dark days and find the sun. I don't care how far, just wait.
I'll follow you into the sun, into the sun, into the sun. I'll follow you into the sun, into the sun, into the sun. I'll follow you into the sun, into the sun, into the sun. I'll follow you into the sun, into the sun, into the sun.
You know, if I had to say one thing, I think that mistake on number 29, where it was like a blank file, I think that was intentional. I think that the intern meant to do good, but he did it with the wrong file. Because this song, y'all can call me a hater, but this song was some bullshit, bro. This song was so bad, bro. Whatever this was, bro. I don't care if I'm hating, because this you can't release something like this, because if you're signed to such a big, bro, this has to go through like 30 people. Like 30 or 40 people, like executives at a label have to hear this, different A&Rs have to hear this, and they're like, let's go ahead and throw. And then I don't know. That was bad. This is the last song of the album.
Here we are, BTS.
We're so excited to share our new album, Arirang.
This album reflects the culmination of our journey to date as BTS.
And it also defines us on our own terms.
We've been waiting for this moment for a long time.
And we prepared this album thinking of our fans.
Every track has a unique story and vibe, so we hope you enjoy all of them.
Thank you for always being by our side. You're our biggest inspiration.
That was 30 seconds of gaslighting because that's disrespectful to to have a heartfelt message after that song and not let that song be the last musical note on the album. That's some bullshit. They did y'all dirty. I'm not gonna lie. Overall, the album started really strong for me. Like the album at first, I would say, well, like the first 4 songs was starting. I was like a solid 7 or 8 for me, and then it just like progressively started to get a little generic, and then it was just a little downhill from there. And the last song was just like they were like coming down a little bit, and then it's just straight down. I don't know. I couldn't get behind it. Yeah, no, that wasn't the best towards the end. That last song, I can tell that's gonna be like the least stream song. I know some of you guys that are hating on it are gonna gaslight yourselves into liking it. You're gonna listen to it like 30 times, and you're gonna be like, you know what? It's not that bad, because it always starts as a joke. You start listening to it as a joke, and then next thing you know, you're like, you know what? They did their thing, and then you're gonna show support to the song, and they're gonna keep releasing that. So I don't know. All I can say is just don't listen to that last song if you don't want to make a record like that again. It sounds more like a joke song, but I don't know. Watch me make it my top song of the year, dude. I don't. That's a moment. Maybe it's like a controversial thing. Maybe it's like people. This song, it's provocative. It gets the people going. It gets the people talking. So it could be that. Why did that just make my computer tweak out? That's funny. I appreciate you guys following over on TikTok. Yeah, I don't know. Album overall, I would have to give it like a solid. I'd say like it's a 5. Like it's like the definition of mid, because there's 2 songs that I would come back to honestly. That I would say I listened to, like Hooligan. I would definitely come back to, but the rest of it I probably wouldn't ever find myself coming back to. Most of the other songs, like if somebody played them around me, I'm not gonna like switch them off. But if somebody plays that last song around me, I know they're just trying to rage bait me. That wasn't that shouldn't be played in any aux chord. If you ever play that around a group of people, you don't deserve to play that wasn't that great. Yeah, no, it was definitely a project. This is my first full project listening to a BTS album, so I don't know. It's kind of for such a big group, I expected like some super high production, super like just super high quality project, but I don't know. It felt like it was kind of generic in the middle. A couple standout records, and that was really it. But yeah, I appreciate if y'all are on TikTok. I appreciate y'all listening to the album with me. We got 300 people in here, so that's crazy. But if y'all want to come over on Twitch, we're gonna check out some music videos and take some music video requests over there. So if you guys want to come hang out over there, I'm gonna end the TikTok stream, and yeah, we'll be checking out some music videos. It's Ron Talks Music if you guys want to come hang out over there. Yeah, I appreciate y'all coming through, and I hope y'all have a good one.